What's up guys, Tyler here from Titan Fitness, and today we're gonna be doing a lower body and core workout that you can do at home. We're gonna be using the Titan Fitness dumbbells as well as the Titan Series adjustable FID bench. Everybody knows that squats are great for building your legs, but a lot of people start off not being able to hit full depth or actually be able to add any weight to a barbell. That's perfectly fine. You can start right where you're at with this bench at home. And the cool thing about the FID bench is not only does it go into a flat position, but you'll see here in a second, if I wanted to actually get into a deeper squat, I could just simply lower the seat to give me a mark. And I would aim for squatting into that full depth position. And as you learn your body mechanics, the seat lets you know as a reference point how deep you're getting every single squat so that you're consistent and you can have repeatable progress over time. And then eventually, as you perform that squat position, you're able to move into a full body squat, but you might still want a little bit of stability. So I can move to the back of the machine and put my hands on the roller pad, and then I could squat down knowing that I could hold on to the bench to assist me if I needed to stand back up. So those are body weight squats, easy to do on your adjustable bench. So if I were to grab a dumbbell, I could hold it in multiple positions, whatever's comfortable for you. You could hold it in a wide stance with your feet angled apart. I could hold it right in front of me, and I could squat down in what's called a sumo squat, holding the dumbbell here. I could also do a goblet squat by holding it at my chest level, like so. You can use both of those variations to increase your progressive overload until you can lower the seat or increase the weight. The second movement is a little more advanced, but something that is absolutely one of the best muscle builders and strength builders for your legs. Everybody hates to love them, and they're called Bulgarian split squats. In order to execute a Bulgarian split squat, I'm gonna put the seat into the flat position, and I'm gonna start by taking the leg that I wanna work on, and I'm gonna put it out in front of me, simply at the heel. Okay, that's a good starting point. Then I'm gonna press up, leaving my foot right where it is, and then I'm gonna put my back foot onto the bench. Once I get there, I'm gonna spread my feet apart so I have a nice stable base, and I'm not falling over to one side or the other. And then I'm simply going to lower my body, focusing my weight on my front leg. And then I'm going to press up. Again, the range of motion is going to depend upon how advanced you are at the movement. You might start off just going to 90 degrees, but over time, if you can do so without any pain or impingement in your range of motion, try to get as deep as you possibly can into the movement, even having your knees lightly touch the ground and then back up. This is an incredibly difficult but an incredibly efficient movement for building your leg strength and your stability in both your quads, your glutes, and your hamstrings. It's just a great exercise. Also, just like the squat, as you get stronger in that movement, you'll simply add weight to your offset side. A technique tip, anytime you're executing a squat, whether it's a bodyweight squat at the front of the bench or a split squat like we just did in a Bulgarian variation, there's something called knee tracking that you need to keep in mind. As your knee goes into flexion towards the floor, I want to see my knee and my hip. If I could draw a straight line from my hip through my knee, I want that to be in alignment with my toe so that your knee goes over your toes. That's going to keep your knee in a healthy position. It's going to help build all the muscles around the knee and keep it really nice and stable. If it caves in or out, that's going to cause some pain over time. So make sure that your knee is tracking or aligned with your toe and foot. Now, we just saw how you would execute a normal Bulgarian split squat. That's going to focus on your front leg, your front glute, front quad, and that's a great way to build your legs. But there's one muscle in the quadricep that's really hard to hit with a squat position, and that's called your fem or your rec femoris. And the reason why is because it is only stretched whenever the hip is straight. And if you see that as my body mechanics change, as I squat, my hip angle changes. So the rec fem is not hit typically in a normal squat position. But with the FID bench, I can adjust it to where the foot pad is right at or just above where it would normally be if my foot were back on the pad normally in a normal Bulgarian split squat setup. And as I get my foot up here, you'll see that this entire length of my leg is completely straight the entire time. So as I squat, this gets an extreme stretch right through here. You'll feel it if you do this movement. And then as I press up, rather than leaning into this leg, I'm focusing on straightening this leg with it. And you can actually see that activate. That's a great movement to get a lot of stretch, a lot of mobility through that rec fem and make that part of your quad even stronger. All right, wrapping up our leg workout, we're gonna move into our core exercises, hitting the abdominal muscles and the obliques. And we can do that all on this bench as well. I'm gonna take it, starting off, we're gonna start with some basic movements and then move into some more advanced movements as we move along. I wanna start with a flat bench with our removable leg attachment in place so that we can hook our feet in with more stability as we execute sit-ups. So those will look like this. Simply hook in my feet. I lean back. You can put your hands behind your neck. You can cross your arms. You can put them on your waist. Whatever is most easiest for you. This will be the easiest. And obviously, as you move weight above your body, that's going to make it more difficult. My only advice would be is that if you do hold onto your head, a lot of people will end up with neck strain because they'll just pull on their neck as they're doing the movement. And that just causes a lot of issues for people. So if you do put your hands near your head, simply place them on the sides of your head near your ears. Don't pull on your neck, please. But I'm just going to cross my arms to start. I'm going to put pressure through my feet and simply sit up and then come down. Now for our second movement, we're going to do Russian twists. With my feet hooked into the foot pad, I'm going to lean back into about a 45-degree angle. There's going to be a lot of tension in my abs, my core area. I'm going to cross my arms, or you can hold them in front of you in a prayer formation. And then I'll simply dip my hands from side to side, touching the opposite hip with my wrists or my hands. And you'll feel this in your obliques. You're also getting an isometric stabilizing movement in your abs as they hold everything together. This is great for your transverse core as well. A great core builder and functional movement for everyday life. Keep a strong core, people. Now, as that becomes easier, you can increase the challenge simply by putting the bench into more and more of a declined position, and that will increase the level of difficulty as you decline the bench. I went ahead and set it up here at about 60 degrees. I'm no ab expert, but I'm going to try to PR on some sit-ups. Also, with the FID bench and its integrated handle, you can execute leg raises, modified candlesticks, and for the more advanced lifter, full candlesticks. And that wraps up our leg and core workout featuring the Titan Series adjustable FID bench. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and comment, subscribe, follow us on YouTube at Titan Fitness and on Instagram at BeTitanFit.